decks parked in a line. 50 empty beer cans started at 9. We do this all the time, don't worry, it's fine. It's a weekend in the woods and the sun's on shine. I've been working like a dog and I need a little slow down. So we heading southbound for a little hold down. Beer on ice up big in the ground, we got enough to go round. So bring it on down, get out of that town, I'll break them country clothes out. Cut off jeans, cut off tees, flatbed Yodas, top off Jeeps, drop off Greeks. We can meet back at the barn dance, cheek to cheek, swinging vines, homemade wine, clear moonshine and smoke. It's about that time we all unwind, so free your mind, let's roll. Ooh yeah, we cool down with a few brews. Bonfire to fight off the night, dude. Moonlight to shine bright, a few tunes. My mind's right, start rapping, call me Two Spoons. Lucky in Kentucky with my crew in the country. The view is so beautiful, we just smile a country mile. Lucky in Kentucky with my crew in the country. The view is so beautiful, we just smile a country mile. I'm a hard-working man, but man, sometimes you gotta stop working. I need to be in the harmony of 1,000 crickets chirping. On the bank where the sun is sinking, 50 frogs burping. Mother Nature is the queen here, far from urban, except for when...
Well, I don't think how often do I have to say we're in a Lucky Kentucky shop if they've seen it before? So we're in a Lucky Kentucky shop, and every Tuesday we got the food trailer set up. So come out and see us. This is DJ's been out here before, but first time on a Tuesday. So he was just asking me about, man, there's a decent amount of people out here. So this is fun what you got going on. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, community stuff, and we'll talk a lot about that once we get into to what we're gonna dig into. But in short, DJ is my producer. I'm very lucky for that. He's got a long history. He's basically done it with his intention basically since college, right? You went to college for it?
Yeah, I was in college for something completely different, and then I quit doing that and just started doing music kind of like out of nowhere. So yeah.
You were already doing it and then put the college focus into it too?
Yeah, like I never did music until right after high school, and then I just got the program. A buddy of mine had
So making the beats and all that stuff.
well,
on
yeah,
the board and...
he had like the cracked version. Like he had like this real old like laptop or computer or something. And he brought it. Like we all moved in together after high school, and he's the one that had like the program, and that's kind of what got me hooked on it. But I was already going to school. I was gonna go play basketball. Then that kind of fizzled out after about a year, and I was like, I really like that whole year. I was just doing beats, doing music and stuff, and I was just trying to figure out like how would you actually make a career out of this? Like I really never had thought about it before, so
yeah,
I started looking at
that's not
schools
something your people that were raising you are like, hey, here's an option.
Yeah, like I wasn't. It was never even thought of as a path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took a while to figure out like how you would go about it, but once we did, yeah, I went to school and
Where'd you go to school?
It's no longer there, but it was called the Institute for Production and Recording, and
that was after where you originally went for basketball.
Yeah, I went to Wittenberg in Springfield, Ohio for a year.
All right.
And then I moved to Minneapolis. And then I went to that. It's called IPR, Institute for Production and Recording.
Okay.
And that's kind of like where I learned all the technical skills that I use to help you make songs. But alongside that, I was getting my creative side built up too. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Just getting all the experience you needed.
Yeah. Just getting that learning curve like steep.
And then so you're in college, you know pretty much you want to do this thing you didn't know previously that you could even do for a living.
Yeah.
And then how far or how much time elapsed from the time that like you graduated there and you're kind of in it a little bit obviously until you get to Cincinnati and you get a connection with high tech?
I was in Minneapolis for like 5 years total. So like 2 years of school and then like 3 years just getting saturated in, because they had a really good like rap scene, like especially independent rap. So it was a good place to be for those years. Like they had Rhymesayers label, which had like Atmosphere,
Yeah.
Brother Ali. Like I was really, he was my favorite rapper at the time. I mean, they had a lot of different levels of independent artists going on. So I just got to like kind of live in that for a couple years. And you know, everybody raps at some point. So I was in a little rap group. I was doing my thing, and
I don't think I ever knew that.
yeah, I don't tell people that a lot. But there, and I'm pretty sure
Secrets out.
I'm pretty sure nothing exists in there, so don't try to go look for it. But it was just what you do. You just saturate yourself in the world of it, and then you sort of learn every little piece of it.
Yeah.
And it's
Start
just
to
fun.
dissect it.
You find your friends, and then you just start making songs. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
just what you do.
And you're having fun at the same time. Doing
Oh,
what
yeah.
you love and having fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of drinking and sitting there making music. So
Right.
it was a good time.
Well, in case you guys were wondering what this plaque was behind me, DJ was gracious enough to bring this. I said, just pick your favorite plaque from your wall and bring it with you if it's not too much of a pain in the ass. So he brought that. What that is well, that's a Grammy, right?
No, it's just a platinum.
That's a
plaque.
platinum plaque. Well, he's got a few plaques to choose from. So I was like, man, bring your favorite one. So is this your favorite one?
Yeah, I think so. I
And-
thought about it when you said pick your favorite one. I was like, well, what would be my favorite? And I think this is my favorite one.
Why would it be your favorite one? Just because, like the whole Nipsey thing, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, like, rest in peace to Nip, and I think that's a huge part of it because like we finished this song like 3 or 4 weeks before he died. Like, well, we finished it a little before, but the song came out, and then like a few weeks later, that's when he passed.
Yeah.
And that kind of just makes it special because through that I learned a lot about what he preached, which is about like being independent and showing people how to build businesses and stuff like that, which I really wasn't, from being from here, like we don't really know that much about Nipsey Hussle, just to be honest. Like I wasn't like a huge fan or anything like that, but through
You got to
working
know a
with
lot
him,
more now that
yeah, and
when
then
you see what
seeing like
happened and how much he actually did.
I was shocked when I was like, when this song came out, I was like looking through the comments because like obviously you go look and see what people think about the song you worked on and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like shocked at all the comments about what people were, how they were saying like he impacted them, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
So that was cool to just learn and see that.
And you
And
can
then-
feel it in his music. The first time I ever heard him, I was listening to Shade 45 back in the day. And Sway would have him on in the morning all the time, and just hearing him talk. Like he was always about his business and always about the community, and you can hear it in his music, man. It's very strong and raw and real. You can
Yeah,
pick that
very-
up on certain rappers.
Very
Way
convicted.
less nowadays, but
Yeah, nah, he definitely is like he kept a lot of that old school way of being a rapper that you don't see very much anymore.
yeah.
But also like this was cool because I got to I had a really good opportunity with this song in particular to like be really hands on from the whole process.
Yeah.
That's not the case with every song. Sometimes I just send a loop and I wake up in a couple of months and there's a song.
Yeah.
But with this one, like I was
you
there.
actually
I
had some
was-
hands on with
Yeah, I
it.
was in the studio from start to finish,
Hell yeah.
and had to sweat some bullets to make sure that we got this to the finish line. But yeah, it was cool. I always like being more involved, as involved as I can be.
I can't imagine how high stress of an environment that is. And I do it because it's so low stress. I mean, the way I do it and at what level I do it,
Yeah.
it's like, man, I got to do this in order to maintain sanity to a certain extent. Like, I got to get this out of my system. And when you add all this pressure on it, does it change a little bit of that passion that you have for it? Does it like take away from it at all?
It's fun. Like every situation is different. Like I enjoy our sessions because it's just me and you, and we can really like focus on the task at hand and get really detailed. But then the sessions, like when we started this song, there was like 20 people in the room, and it was like, hey, all right, now you add a part. It was just like chaos kind of.
Yeah.
And you're in the hot seat and you got to add a cool thing to it, or like, and you only get 5 minutes, and if you don't do something in that 5 minutes, you're off the song. Like,
Yeah.
and there's a little bit of fun to that. Like there's like a competitive thing, but yeah, it's like the cortisol is
It's
like going through
motivation
the
for your
roof.
creative nature to stir a little bit.
I don't think it's always the best. It doesn't always breed the best result, but it gets things going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it makes you have to be on your toes.
It can probably feel force fed at times, but it gets shit done at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
So when we work together, I have people ask me all the time. They're like, "So how's it work, man? You go in there and you so like you you got the words all written and then he puts the music to it. Most people think that.
Right.
I'm like, no, and I think that some people do
Yeah.
have that process,
Sure.
but I'm like, no, man, I have to write to the feeling of the music.
Mhm.
I got to hear the beat first before I start writing, because that's almost a determination. If it's, we've had two different styles that we've, or processes that we've gone through. You fed me a bunch of beats and I just pick one and write to it,
Mhm.
or I've had an idea in my head where I'll be like, all right, here's what I want to do, and then you'll make a beat according to what that idea is. And I think it's important to have both of them. But yeah, to listen to the beat and write to it, and then come in and do a section of the song at a time. You know, record the hook and come in and do the first verse, and then holler at you and be like, all right, this is it. This, you know, and we get together and put our heads together and find out what we're gonna do after that.
So let me ask you, which way do you prefer if you had to go one route?
I like both of them. I like the spontaneity of hearing a song and just going off of the emotion that it gives you, but I think it's also important to have some maybe, for lack of better terms, theme songs, like the floating, the
Right,
drum
right,
song and
right.
Lucky in Kentucky and stuff like that. You know, where it's
Mhm.
more of an idea of thought going into it.
Yeah, you bring the concept and then you build around it.
Yeah, yeah. I like both ways though. I don't think.
That's not an answer to my question, but I mean,
Which one do I like better?
Yeah, you gotta pick one. It's
Uh,
not fun to just say both. Like, you gotta leave
man,
one.
I think probably the spontaneous of hearing a beat and writing to the rawness of the feel of the beat.
Yeah, let the music lead.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not a premeditated thought at that point. It's just, all right, what am I feeling at this point? What does this music do to me?
Right. It's
Uh,
kind of a spiritual
so
experience.
it's probably a good segue. Every week we do the food for thought Tuesday quote. So every week when we have a guest on, I try to make it in relation to the guest that we have on. And this one was fun. So, I mean, obviously everybody loves music,
Mhm.
but people that do music, I can't say that we love it anymore, but it's kind of a different type of love, because it was a long time that I wasn't doing it, and I loved it as like the outside looking in.
Mhm.
So when I got to do it, it was just such a special feeling for me. It was different for me, maybe not for everybody, but so the Tuesday quote. Should I read it in like an old English accent or something like that? Make it theatrical.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't.
Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. And that was Plato. Plato he been a long time gone. He's a smart man though to say it, something like
We're
that.
still going in his closet though.
That's right. Plato's closet.
He's still around.
He's the first designer ever. Also on top of all the other accolades that he had. Hi Buddha. Are you jealous of DJ right now because he's sitting in your seat?
I can get up.
We did this with helmets on. That's my little sister, and we're special like that.
They're not out yet. I didn't know.
Oh,
they were out yet.
we pushed them out in order to get Larry Shelton on last week.
Oh, I thought you were loading them up.
We did, and then the thing with, we were like, 5's enough. We were sick of doing stuff and not seeing the thing, so we can finally put it out there. But we record live every week, and then go back in and add the description and all that stuff.
Stay inside. Sorry, that's my boy. He likes to wander.
Hey, he's good, man. Having kids is a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah.
Everybody should try it. Have kids, you say? So when you left college, when you got out of college at least, and then you came back to Cincinnati, and then how did that? So High Tech is for people listening that don't know who High Tech is, he's a local producer that was kind of made it as big as anybody.
Yeah,
that's
I'd say
from
so.
Cincinnati.
I would say he's still the
Still
top person that's ever came out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
Rap producer wise.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's legends like Isley Brothers and Troutman and all these other people.
Yeah, so if you don't recognize the name High Tech, you probably, you should recognize the name Talib Kweli from back in the day. But them two were like a pair, and they were pretty tight, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how'd you get hooked up with him?
Twitter was like kind of, not gonna say new, but it was like getting really more and more popular. And at that point in time with Twitter, like everybody was like really just like open to communicating with other people. So he just said like, "Oh, I want to hear." He put on Twitter like, "I just want to hear local people like send me music," and I was like, "That sounds
Hell yeah.
like a great opportunity." So I sent him music, and then he,
Like the first SoundCloud.
yeah, he got back to me. And at the time, I wasn't living local. I was in Minneapolis, but I told him like, "Oh yeah, I'm still there. I'm still in, the area because I didn't want to be like disqualified from the
Yeah.
opportunity."
Thanks
And
for forgiveness later.
yeah, he liked a couple of things I sent him, so he was like, "Hey, pull up to the studio." And I was back in Minneapolis, so like I drove down here, which is like a 13-hour drive,
Damn.
and I did that all the time because I have all my family's here and stuff like that. So, but I was excited to come down and like get to be in his studio and all that, and I hung out with him for a little bit. We like listened to music, and then I signed with him that right then and there.
He just took to you.
No lawyer. I mean, yeah, I mean, he was trying to get things done, and
Yeah.
I didn't understand how to like navigate those
Maybe a
things,
little
so-
gullible to the ways of the workings and all that.
And it wasn't like I don't even know if it was a bad deal because we didn't do a lot of business, but he let me, once we were kind of done working together, he didn't hold me to that agreement. Like he kind of let me just do my thing, which I always appreciated because he could have kept me within that first contract that we had.
Really.
But yeah, he just kind of let me
And
figure it out.
And you do a few things with him. What were you doing? Was it kind of the same type of thing you're doing with?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna get famous from working with him, but it just didn't quite pan out like that. We did a couple really small things. We did like a Gatorade commercial, which was kind of cool and out of the blue, and then we did like this Dizzy Rascal, who's like a UK rapper, kind of like older rapper, but we did a song on one of his albums, and man, it really was it. Like it wasn't a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But around that same time, I was working with like Saigon. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah.
He was a rapper up in New York.
Yeah.
And then through him, I got to work with Just Blaze, which was like I was like in that year, I think it was 09, I got to work with like Black Thought through Saigon,
Wow.
Just Blaze through Saigon, High Tech, who was obviously a hero to me from being from here and all that. So
Thought is he's probably my top, like, as far as lyrics.
yeah, I mean, he's got to be.
He's,
Voice and lyrics, yeah, he's got to be.
yeah. And I throw Rakim up there in the top 3 and all that too. And I want to say Rakim's number 1 for me, but man, Thought's just, it's another level.
To have at that point in time, if you would have told me like I would have did a song with Lauryn Hill, Nas, Black Thought. I did end up doing a song with Brother
And that was
Ali.
before that you went out to Hit Boy? All that?
No, the Nas and the Lauryn Hill was with him, but
Okay.
like at that time, if you would have told me that, I never would have believed you. You know, that 10 years later, I would have did something with that
Yeah.
type of artist.
Have something like this sitting behind
Yeah,
us.
I mean, I never really even aspired to it. Like, I just wanted, like, my wife and I always say, like, if we can just make like $5,000 a year off of music, then we can like pay our rent, and then like I'll be good. Like that would be enough for me to be happy and to just keep doing this.
Yeah.
And that was literally like my whole goal at one point, was just to figure out like how can I make $5,000 a year to pay the half of the rent that because we were in an apartment with 2 other people, and like, you know, just that young life
Yeah.
type stuff.
Doing what you got to do to survive.
Yeah.
Try to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first time that I met you, I wasn't really eavesdropping. We was playing Monday Night Better Bodies League basketball. And you know, you get into the corner of the gym, everybody's lacing up. I had to put like braces on every joint that I have on my body.
You was
Even
balling. You were
even at a
balling
younger
though.
age.
You still had it. I haven't
Uh,
seen you play in a while, but you had it back then.
I retired. I could still play, but I retired. I still think that me and you could take some young puffs.
As long
for
as
sure.
you can shoot, you can play, man.
Yeah, I can
That's
shoot.
all you need.
But I was over there lacing up, putting all my stuff on, and him and who was it, Charles?
Yeah, Charles Kinney.
Yeah, Charles Kenny. Y'all were sitting there bullshitting, and he was asking you how your stuff with High Tech was going. And I kind of overheard that, and I was like, you know, as she said, like, you produce, and he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I do a little bit of this and that. If you want to hear it, like, I'd like to play it for you.
You know what's like funny about you is like just looking at you, you would never think that you're as opportunistic as you are, like and industrious. Like when you see something, like you're not just gonna let that moment pass you. Like you're gonna actually
I
try to
have,
do
but I
that.
really try not to because I regret it when I do.
I respect that though. Like I'm not the same. Like I struggle to take chances on this type of thing. So I
Yeah.
respect it. Like
That's why people
100%.
are watching right now. Like, why? How's it like? This guy's a Grammy award-winning producer that lives, that's from and lives in our area, and nobody even knows it because he's so just. But the way you said it was you're not good at self promotion.
Yeah, any kind of
Not really,
promotion, but
and
that
you're not
includes
after it, and
self.
that makes you who you are, and I think people appreciate that. But I don't know, that could be a blessing and not a detriment to not put yourself out there like that.
Yeah, it's like a double-edged sword
Yeah,
because people don't always like somebody that's you know
yeah.
talking a lot and sharing the secrets of the what goes on in the studios and all that. So the fact that I'm able to kind of keep to myself can be a benefit, for sure.
So is that the top train or bottom train? That's the bottom train, ain't it? When this top one comes
It's
through,
loud as hell.
we just gotta stop for a minute because they're
That's
just
fine.
yeah, right.
Yeah, do we have some kind of like ritual?
We're
whenever that
trying to
thing
think of it.
comes?
Me and her just butted heads when we had helmets on.
Yeah.
That was the bottom one.
The train goes.
So now you're with High Tech, and not a whole lot comes out of it. Like you get some good experience out of it. How does Hit Boy come in?
Man, so I moved here kind of based on trying to work with High Tech. So I moved back home and let's see. I was a little disappointed probably that like things didn't play out the way I had envisioned in my mind, right?
It's a young person lesson to learn.
And I'm not gonna say like that's anybody's fault. Like that's just how you get excited about something and you envision it being so much more than
Yeah.
what was ever told to you that it was gonna be or whatever. So
Yeah, rarely does that come
yeah,
to fruition.
delusions of grandeur are
Yeah.
a big part of the story. But I was just at home and I was just like selling beats online and I was working with a guy who's a good friend of mine now. His artist name was Trademark Aaron.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I tagged him in this post today because
Yeah.
he still shares my stuff every once in a while.
So
Shout out to Trademark Aaron.
So I can't actually. This is reminding me that I was connected to him through High Tech. So High Tech is the one that said you should work with Trademark Aaron. So I was like, oh, if you say so, then of course I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
And me and him started working, and we worked really well together and stuff. And we made a project. And he was taking that project around to all the other studios because I don't really get around, right? Like I kind of stay to myself, but
Yeah.
the artists are the ones that permeate the stuff that I do. Like they
Mhm.
go around and
it's like vicariously through them.
kind of, yeah, like, and so he introduced my sound to a bunch of other people, but one of them was Sonny, my partner that
Yeah.
I told you about.
And I met him a long time ago, like completely separate of it all,
Yeah.
and then run back into him later on.
I should have brought him up here because he doesn't, he's not too far, but
We'll get him up there
Um,
eventually.
so he introduced me to Sonny, right? This is like 2013 maybe. And Sonny comes over and he's talking a big game, like, oh, I know Hit Boy, I know all these people, and I'm a lot more like of a cautious person. So I was listening to him and I was like, I hear a lot without, people actually being able to do the things they say.
Yeah,
And we talked, man. Like every time Sonny came over to do music, we ended up talking for an hour about all the stuff you're not supposed to talk about, like race, religion, all that stuff. That's all we would do. And then we were like, well, I guess next time we'll try to make something. And like 4 or 5 times we did that.
yeah.
So
Just
by the time
becoming friends.
Yeah, by the time we made a song, we really knew each other like pretty well.
Yeah,
And anyway, one time I was like, well, bro, if you know Hit Boy and all them, so it's like, why don't we go out there and try to make something shake? Like, let's go to LA. And it was almost like that thought never occurred to him or something like that. I'll never forget. He was like, yeah, we should do that. And so it was through him that he
see, that's the
kinda
thing
walked
is that
me
you
into
say
the
you're
Hit
kind of
Boy thing.
reserved in your things and that you do and put yourself out there, but like you wanted it enough to be able to just ship out to
Well,
to
bro,
LA.
that took a year. it took a year to cross that bridge. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was, I wasn't never gonna put myself out there like that until he knew the type of person I was and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, y'all are comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
It's a great story, man. I love it. And the fact that I should somehow happen to like overhear a conversation between you and Charles
Mm-hmm.
on a basketball court, and then have it kind of cultivate into this is even better.
Well, yeah, and all along that storyline is like times where you and I would be getting together and working on stuff, and
Yeah.
it just kind of kept giving me opportunities to work on
So
a
I
lot
was-
of different music that I would have never probably worked on with unless you would have came and brought it to me.
I was looking at it today, and to see when the first song was that I released with you was here we go, 2017.
almost 10 years, man.
Yeah, 2017. Say Something was the first song that we recorded together, and that was the one where it came in with the heartbeat of the ultrasound or whatever on
That's
your
right.
firstborn. It was like that was part of the beat was the ultrasound, the heartbeat of his firstborn, and then he just made a beat out of that. And as soon as if you go in and listen to that song, Say Something, as soon as the beat comes in, like that's it. That is the beat.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best kind of beat you can do right there.
Yeah. So my trajectory of making music is extremely inconsistent. I had 2 songs I released in 2017, 2 in 2018, 2 in 2019, 1 in 2020, 1 in 2021, 1 in 2020. Oh, 3 in 2022. Holy shit, I was on fire.
What's
But then I took a 3-year hiatus, 4-year hiatus. And
What's
I just
crazy is that's better than a lot of like, even like signed artists. That's more consistency than you get from a lot of people.
yeah, I guess I'm from the old age where I'm thinking about like albums at a time anymore. It's not that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could do more for sure, but
I would love to. Finding the time and money is the hard part, but I'm working on that. Getting there. I'm definitely
Aren't we all?
I'm planning on an uptick of how often we do that.
you know where I'll be.
We just got out of the studio actually. Probably finished it up about 2 weeks ago. My latest single that's available now, it should be on all the platforms. I just dropped it on my mom's birthday actually, which was last week. But it was a song for my mom that I did. So if you're not by yourself, maybe not the greatest song to listen to make you happy is a sad song. It might bring a couple tears to your eyes. I still well up every time I listen to it.
Yeah.
Like I just can't stop myself.
And that's what I love about like when you bring something, it's always like a meaning. You don't ever want to make a song for no reason. Like
No.
that's super important. And
Yeah, I
to
got
be able to
reasons.
share that like opportunity to create and then to see you respond to it in an emotional way, that really like makes me feel like I did a good job
Yeah.
bringing out the feeling, bringing out what you wanted to bring out of it. So like,
It's like the ultimate what you're aiming for with music,
yeah.
to touch somebody and to make a song that people can feel the raw emotion of it, and it's not made up and not fabricated or whatever. But that song's available now, so go on whatever streaming app that you get your music from, look up Joe Pa, Mama's Memory is the name of the song, fresh release. So like I said, and my mom struggled she had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So anybody out there dealing with it, it's like more and more people all the time. So if you're struggling with it, feeling rough, listen to that song. Hopefully it might bring you a little bit of comfort. But
Okay, you're about to get emotional right now.
I do, man. I'm a crier. It's okay though.
That's because it's all right here, man. It's
I
all
know.
real.
I'm all heart. I appreciate you being a part of it.
Well, man,
It
thank
was,
you.
It was fun doing it. Every time I get together with you, I'm like, man, I gotta do it quicker next time. I gotta make more money to get in there and do the damn thing.
Well, you said the next song we got to do something that's a little more upbeat.
We gotta
so-
do upbeat,
all right.
man. Yeah, we gotta do upbeat. We're gonna do another
a
fun
deal.
song, maybe another theme song or something.
Yeah.
There's probably not many deer hunting rap songs, are there? Call it Deer Camp. Have a song about deer camp in a rap form.
You just got the spark right here on the podcast. Now we go from
Yeah.
that to the song being done. That'll be kind of cool.
Well, I wanted to say that too, is that I didn't make this announcement. Now that we're live, we can ask people to, if they type in, they can do it. They can see it live. So anybody out there ever watching live, type in, tell me shut the hell up or whatever. We'd be happy to hear from you, whatever you got to say. Keep it positive. I mean, don't be too mean.
No,
I know I got a big crooked nose.
Don't
but,
try to
like,
control them.
leave the obvious stuff
let
out.
You gotta let them be who they're gonna be. You can't control them,
I
man.
know, and that's why we shouldn't even read it. It's like it's one of those things that sucks you in, and you start reading stuff, and then you feel your blood
Yeah.
pressure start to rise a little bit. It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
What are we doing
just
here?
create. Put your head down and go. You know.
So you got some stuff going on like new. Is it something that you can talk about on
Yeah.
here that you can put out there for people to hear?
For sure.
So what is it?
I mean, it's really a lot like what's going on in here. Like it's all about community, but Sonny and I and our other partner Mike are really focused on building a community around R&B music. Like that's kind of like we're really trying to center it around just that genre.
Yeah.
And so the first part of that was building sort of like a super team, like a super group of R&B creators from the city. So it's all local. And we like took some time and we found like the 10 best people that we could possibly bring. And then we like brought them to my house and then we brought them to the studio last week. That's what you made all the food for us. So it's like get the creators together so we can make excellent music, right? We're going to create the catalog. On the other side of it is we are going to be doing, starting in June, we're going to be doing R&B happy hours at Lost and Found, which is a bar in OTR.
Yeah. I don't make it ever across the river very often, so I'm not familiar with the places, but I'm sure some other people that are familiar with OTR know exactly what you're talking
It's just
about.
a cool little spot. It's not like very big, but that's good because we want to keep it really intimate and small, and we want to start building our community through every week we're going to have that
Well,
event.
is there performance involved in it?
There'll be a DJ, but
Okay.
we're gonna build to where there's a performance. But right now we're just doing the
Like
party
the networking.
network, but not in a business sense. Network in a sense of meeting other people that also love R&B music, that are also from here, you know, and then like expanding that group of people
Okay.
as we go. And then when the times come, it's like we're gonna integrate the music that we're creating over here with the community that we're building over here. And the thing that I'm excited about is like it's real, like it's all just like real people.
Yeah.
It's not some kind of like online marketing campaign to try to like get more eyes on the music that we're making over here. We're not even relying on that. We're just straight up saying we're gonna make music and then we're gonna bring it to however many people we can fill up into this community of people. So
How far have you gotten as far as like you have a name and a website and all that type of stuff already?
yeah, so the collective is called Soundtracks. So but with no vowels or whatever. So just SNDTRKS.
Okay.
That's sort of like that's the collective, but that's also gonna be the name of the community. And then the events are going to be called Sound Lounge. Those will be every Wednesday in June and throughout the summer. We're going to do them. And eventually we'll move to Sound Lounge Live, where we do have some live music along with the DJ. And then we're going to do Autotune Karaoke, which is going to be really fun. And,
Man, that's the only time I should do it.
bro, think about how fun that would be.
That would be a blast.
People up there belting
I've
out,
done it.
like,
I've done it without it.
Your favorite
So-
your favorite song, which you got the auto-tune helping you out, like,
Yeah.
and with the big speakers and everything, like that's gonna be fun. Like,
Usually when I have the confidence enough to get up and do it, I've got a little bit of a buzz going on to where I've got the confidence to do it.
we're gonna be.
But with the
we're gonna
auto
go
tune,
buzz.
dude, I'd hop up there like I'm.
Right. Pick some like Laverne Sweat Gill and just get on it. Some Keith Sweat. We're gonna be ready.
So what about Joseph Nevels? You recruiting him to come back to Kentucky to the Cincinnati
Well,
scene for the R&B?
He's just like you. He's somebody that's always welcome in. Like he's in LA now, but anytime he's here, he's always like welcome one with me and whatever I'm doing. But so with this, like when he's here, he's probably just gonna fold right into the sessions or whatever stuff we're making.
Joseph Nevels is another guy that's local here. He went to Simon Kenton, good football player. His whole family. I'm sure a lot of people know who Joseph Nevels is just from being here and being a good football player and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Great family. It's done a lot for the community here too. I believe their dad was a pastor, right?
Yes. That is true.
So he's out in LA now doing music, but do him a favor and go look him up. He's got some phenomenal tracks. Like when you hear it, you'd be like, "Why is this guy not more known?" And you did.
No,
Most,
he's
and you did a lot of those tracks, if not most of them.
he's doing great. Like he's such a hard worker. Like you could tell he's from where we're from because it's just the work ethic is, 'cause it's there, you know.
Yeah,
Like that's something I'm proud to say is I feel like is a part of where we're from.
yeah, and that they've got a little bit. They got a little bit of country in them, and I think that's where a lot of that work ethic tends to come from.
Yeah.
Because that's the type, that's out there doing the work type of stuff. But yeah, he's awesome, dude. I've got him. I've got a lot of his tracks that are on a lot of my shuffle playlists. And, like to say that about somebody local, you try
Yeah.
to support it and all that type of stuff, but to have the longevity that good music has, to where it stands the test of time.
For
I think
sure.
that's what everybody's going for.
Yeah, timeless.
Yeah, we try to do some of those. I think we got a couple of them. I think Lucky in Kentucky is kind of timeless. Don't you all think that?
I think you can definitely turn it on in the summertime. It definitely works better in certain times of the year,
Yeah.
which can make it timeless because then it's related to something that, you know what I mean, perennially comes around.
Yeah, so if anybody else is out there listening to, comment what you think my next song should be. We're gonna make it a theme song, but it's gotta be upbeat, fun. We'll get the juices flowing. We'll do a song. Listen, people will have some input on it.
We'll make him do a techno song.
Oh man,
We'll do some
that'd be like the
EDM.
only one I wouldn't know what to do with.
I'm joking.
I'd be better at jazz, and I can't even like. I'm a simple mind. I need like the tempo, the repetitive tempo that I can count on. Jazz messes me up, man. I'm listening to it, and I'm trying to tap my toe, and I feel like I'm double left-footed walking down a
Yeah,
street
neither of
drunk.
us have anything to do with jazz. Like you have to actually be talented musically to pull that off. So that's outside of our realm.
Well, this last song that I just released, "Mama's Memory," is the first time that I've had other artists come into the studio with me and record, to where it wasn't just me in there, and then you've helped me with a couple of the vocals.
Well,
in the
we've done like
background.
fiddle and we've done like different instrumentation, but
But
not
no other,
vocals.
yeah, no vocalists.
Mhm.
So Heather, Honey in Houston, they've got CDs out there. So download Honey in Houston. They're another good local group, phenomenal girls. They sound like angels when they harmonize. So that's why I thought it was the perfect addition to this song to bring them in and do a little bit of their magic, which was awesome. So they're I don't think they hang out, like they don't get a ton of time together because everybody's busy with their stuff. So I just happened to text them when the song was out, and I was like, here, I tagged them in it. I was like, thank you guys so much for being a part of this. And they were both together camping at the gorge.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they were both down there rolling in tears. I'm like, sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your night. And they were like, no, it's beautiful. So Heather and Lauren, thank you guys very much. Love you guys. We need to get them back in for another little feature like that.
Yeah, of course, man. That's the thing. Like when you do things the way you do it, like you're always adding, you're always building like family and like more good feelings and more experiences. So like, of course, once you do it once, everybody's open to do it again because like the experiences are so good
Yeah.
and real and authentic.
Man, there's nothing stronger than music. I can't think of anything stronger than music that can evoke a feeling or an emotion, and it doesn't matter which one. Like pick your poison. You feeling sad? There's a perfect song for it.
I don't think there's a quicker medium. Like a movie can get you there emotionally, but a song can do it in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
A movie can't. This movie's got to get you for at least 40 before you start getting something.
I think the first time that I was old enough, mature enough to listen to a song and be affected by it emotionally, was George Jones. He stopped loving her today. And I got a tear
You
listening to it.
start
And I was
following the
like,
story, like, wait a minute,
I
this
know.
actually kind of like.
I was like, I'm
sad.
crying over a country song right now. Like it must be a really strong song because I've never done this before.
Right.
It's songs like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think we've got a little bit of that touch in Mama's Memory.
Definitely.
I think it'll bring some raw emotion out. And what the hell are we doing it if we're not trying to do that?
Yeah. Just get direct to the feeling, you know. Like
So you doing any more? Just like, so you're sending your beats off to Hit Boy, and he kind of takes them and feeds them to he'll turn it into something out of what you send him, and then he'll feed that to artists. Is that kind of how that situation works with Hit Boy?
yeah, like so from 2019-ish to like 2023, that was a lot of that was going on, and it was really nice because I could just send him packs of loops, and then he would take those little 10-second pieces and turn them into masterpieces.
Yeah.
He's a genius. So I just got to be like the kindling to the fire. You know what I mean? And I love that because that gave me a chance to just like one day I could sit there and make a real jazzy sounding piece of music, and then the next day it could be a real, I don't know, like hard sounding thing, or I could jump around in the sound because I knew if I just sent it to him, he was gonna do the right next step with it or whatever. So that was cool. We don't do that as much now. He's operating in a little bit of a different space right now, but that's giving me a chance to step back and find like some of the stuff like that I just talked about.
Yeah.
It's hard to switch gears because like when something's working, you want to keep doing it.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm really in a good
Nobody
space
wants to let a
now.
good thing go.
Yeah, I mean, like definitely, I would still be doing that if it was still opportunity to keep doing it.
Yeah. So
Um,
for those of you that don't know who Hit Boy is, if you're not heavy into the hip hop scene, he probably got close to being like the biggest producer in the world. Like when he was doing
Yeah.
like when just 5 years ago. I mean, it seems like everything that was on the radio or being Grammy nominated or anything. He was strong in it.
Yeah, I would say
especially
top.
the hip hop game.
At one point in depending on how you decide on it, he's got to be in the conversation for like one of the top hip hop producers of that era.
Yeah, and there were multiple albums, but you got to work with Nas.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care who you are that's listening to this podcast. If you don't know who Nas is, you can probably just turn it off right now.
Well, no. You just have.
I'm kidding. Don't turn it off.
No, I just envy you because you get to go discover some really cool
Oh,
music
man.
if you like hip hop.
A
That's
lot.
all that is.
Yeah, one of the kings. But in the studio with him and everything.
Yeah, and that's rare. Like, he doesn't just let people stay in there.
Yeah.
A lot of times I was kicked out when he would come in to do a part of a song. And for what reason? Probably just because I was new around him, so he didn't know how I was. But eventually, I was around so much that he started letting me just stay in there, which I thought was like that's one of the coolest things I've ever got to see is like see Nas make a song.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing nothing in there. I was just sitting there.
The process and the work that goes into it.
Yeah. So that was such a privilege,
And I know that he's pretty particular about stuff too, because I think that was a big thing when he went out west to try to do some shit with Dre, he was like too particular about it and dwelled on certain lines, and Dre was like, dude, it don't matter, let's just lay it out.
yeah.
And that was kind of the reason that I heard him say that it just didn't pan out.
That's
because
funny
there were two
because
different
like
styles.
everybody says Dre's like a perfectionist too. So I wonder
Maybe it was
why,
the other way
yeah.
around. I couldn't imagine it,
But you're not wrong though because seeing Nas like he would do like a verse and like maybe a hook and then leave and then come back the next day, listen to it, change one line in there,
yeah.
finish a second verse, jump to another song.
And Dre's a perfectionist with the beat and that side of it, but I could see where he could be a little bit like, man, who cares? It's just one word.
But I learned from that though because like giving yourself time to marinate on something like and then go back with fresh ears and just be really surgical about stuff.
Yeah.
It does yield a better result. I've found now that I practice that more.
Yeah. It's no different than proofreading something that you're writing.
Exactly.
It's just another proof.
But we're in the era where like you got to get 5 songs done per session, or it's not a good session or something like that. He doesn't work like that whatsoever. It's just like
we're gonna make it right.
Yeah. This song
I
is going
respect
to be
that.
as good as possible until we move on to the next
Yeah.
song.
And we already mentioned Trademark Aaron, but well, first of all, we need to get him back in the booth a little bit. Like I know you got a daughter and you're getting old and all that stuff, but I'm always gonna be older than you. We need to get him back in there. But he
Well,
opened.
maybe that's a feature.
That was one of his biggest claims too. Was he opened for Nas,
Yeah,
which is shit, man.
bro. He's such a cool person because, like, I did that first. I was on that first Nas
Nas
album.
or Trademark?
Both, but I'm talking about Trademark.
Okay.
He showed up at my door after the album came out, and he had bought one of the cassette tapes, and he just gave it to me. He was like, "Bro, I wanted you to have this because like this is
Yeah.
this is something that you should remember."
Yeah.
And I just thought like, man, why would that's such a cool thing? And
Yeah.
yeah, that was really a special thing for somebody to do.
Yeah, and if you are listening, I still have a huge banner that I've kept here for like the last 10 years that has it's like one of the banners because I used to promote some shows and stuff.
Hmm.
And when I worked at Budweiser, I can get the big banners made with the
Right.
names on it. So I've got a huge Budweiser banner that featuring trademark Aaron. I think it was down at Beer Cellar when we did that back in the day. But
Where's
come
it
up,
at?
come up and get your sign, dude,
It's his
and some
here.
mac and cheese and pork.
You got it here somewhere.
Yeah, I got it here because
Alright.
he used to come down Dickman's and get the mac and meatballs, and I was like, dude, he's gonna show up, he's gonna surface one day, and I'm gonna have his sign ready for him.
Mhm. That's nice.
Everybody's got to look up trademark Aaron, Joseph Nevels, which I'm glad that he changed it to Joseph Nevels.
Instead of JSPH.
JSPH, yeah. I was
All right, that
confused
was
by
my
that.
idea, so I guess my idea was bad.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't know that. Gotta take that back. Hey, delete that. Can we edit this one?
No,
This will be the
no.
first one we edit.
No, it's you're right though. Like it was a better call, and it's just one of the things. Like making music is always a process. Like you're never your final product. Like when you start, but you got to start to get to the end. So you're gonna make different things that aren't the best choices and stuff. And
Yeah, and the more you do that, the easier it is to get through it because you know what the outcome is going to be. It's hard to make yourself do something if you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Like if you haven't gone through it already, and you're like, "Why am I doing this?" You're kind of questioning if it's worth the time.
definitely.
But once you do it a few times, it's like this is definitely worth the time because I've already done it and I've seen what the
What was it like the first time you made like I don't know, like pulled pork without like any, you know?
it was nowhere close to the first time I heard myself on like a song that I enjoyed listening to. Like the pork thing is something that I think anybody can spend enough time on and figure out to be able to write and have people enjoy it and have it be deep enough to where it's like people consider it good. And then to hear that and to see what that is, that's a feeling that I won't ever match. I don't think anything can match that.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do with the quote. Like there's nothing stronger, man. It's everything. It can be everything.
Yeah, and everybody, like a lot of people would be in a session with us and like be falling asleep. You know what I mean? Or in a session with anybody because it's not making a song is not the most like electric experience. You know?
Yeah.
Can be very like
It's not a band
redundant
playing
and boring.
together in a place. It's one piece at a time.
Yeah.
Like putting together a dinosaur skeleton, one piece at a time. And I love that process. I love it. It's exciting to me, man. I hope I never stop doing it.
Why would we?
It's like, I'll be the first 70-year-old rapper to make it. Be 70 years old and be like, hey, he finally wrote a song, got some people's attention.
We already made it because we can create music that makes us feel the way it does. Like
Yeah, you're right.
that alone is it.
Yeah, I'm just goofing off. It's that thought though. That's kind of like that's one of the reasons why I got into it because when I was young, I was like, man, I can do this, and it's gonna bring me this.
Right.
Yeah, the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go through and realize like, hey, you get hit smack with reality in the face. It's like, all right, so you're not gonna be Eminem.
I think it's like, dang, there's a lot more people doing this than I originally thought. I'm
Well,
not the only person that likes doing this. Wow.
But it's one of those things. You said it earlier a little bit about growing up. It's like you have this thing made up in your mind, and you've never had to experience the difficulties of just painting something in your mind and then making it happen. Shit don't
Yeah.
work like that.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and it takes a little bit of doing it and the willingness to allow yourself to realize that.
But also, you got to just love doing it for itself, or else eventually you'll just quit because when things do become tedious or when things become hard to manage, like if you can't go back to that, like, well, I would just do this anyway, then I've definitely had moments where I'm like, when I get too focused on like the business building part of it, or like it just drains me. But like when I get to just shake that off and just get back to, I always try to think back like when I first started making music, like how excited I would be just to
Yeah,
wake up and have a free day that I could go do music. Like, where is that,
That was the
person?
thing.
I want to get back into that person's mind and live in that way for today. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. It's really hard to
I
find.
almost get that every time I make a song because I'm not doing it continuously. It's something that like digs at me to where I'm like, all right, I have to do something that's got to come out,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll holler at you, and that's where it comes from. But
It's like
man,
Christmas, man.
it is. I love it. there's not one song that I can say I enjoyed recording more than another one because they were all they were all similar.
No, they weren't.
Well, I mean, not the content and the feeling and all that, but
You never come in with the same idea or like let's do something similar to this. Like it's like let's
Well,
take
I'm
these
just saying
5 songs and make one song out
the
of
the
it.
process itself and the way I approached it and the way that you had me. Hi, Dad. Love you, man.
Good to meet you.
That was Mo right there, the famous Mo stories. We do a segment every week called Mo Stories. The story this week is we're gonna have him on and play a guitar.
Too kind.
Right. He's gonna come on and play this guitar a little bit for us. Think that'd be a good segment. Have him come in and pick and grin a little bit. He said he's been practicing, so he's ready. But he was excited.
Buds?
What's that?
Are you gonna play 3 buds?
Nobody will ever be able to redo that night, and
have to
nor
bring
should
that
they. It
clip
was
in.
horrible.
Where was this at?
This was in my dad's basement. Family, we like to get together and sit back a couple suds, and it was a good night. We were hanging out and late night, and we were singing. We came up with our own song, basically, and it was me and my brother-in-law. Hey, there's the close one. It was brother-in-laws, me and my dad, and it was a horrible song, but basically the name of it was Three Buds. But yeah,
How much of it is remembered, or is it just completely?
it's a
like,
video.
gone? Oh, you got a video of it?
Yeah.
Well, hold on now. We got my heft on. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Find
man,
that. Like we
please
could
don't.
really make it a song. Like
It's
for
pretty
sure.
damn funny. If you like watching drunk guys that shouldn't be doing what they're doing, it's pretty damn funny.
I think the world likes to see that.
I know, man. That's what it is. So, is there anything that you want to get out there that I didn't hit on, like what you got coming in the future, what you've done in the past, maybe where people can kind of look? I know that you don't have stuff where it's like an artist page where you can go download all the DJ stuff. If you want to go download all the DJ stuff, how is there a way to search to find the songs that you've been? Go listen to King's Disease 1 and 2 because he had multiple. I would say tracks, but it's
Yeah.
involvement
Production
and
credits,
production credits on both of those. Which one of them won the Grammy?
Yeah,
King's
just
Disease
the,
1
the album, yeah.
won the Grammy.
Mhm.
So that's the Grammy you got in your basement, your studio.
Yeah, I got this one. This was a Grammy. This isn't a Grammy, but this song did win a Grammy.
Yeah,
King's Disease 1.
that was the first one, right?
Yeah. King's Disease 2 was nominated but didn't win. 3 was nominated.
And you were
Another Nas one
were
was
you on
nominated.
3 too?
Yeah. Everything that Hit Boy was on with Nas,
Okay.
I was on that too. And then I snuck
That's
in like
amazing,
a
dude.
R&B, just like progressive R&B category for just some random song I was like halfway a part of. It got nominated. I don't think it won. But
And you actually went to the Grammys.
I got so lucky. Like for like the last 6 years, I've been nominated 5 out of the last 6 years.
That's amazing. dude.
Like even the song that me and Hit Boy did with this female rapper Rhapsody. Like this was the year of Not Like Us, right? So this was like 2 years ago.
yeah,
I was not expecting any
I've
type
heard
of
I've
like,
heard some of her stuff.
I didn't think any Grammy stuff was happening that year. I was like, oh well, I've had a nice time. Like, but that song was nominated for Best Rap Song of the Year.
Wow.
The one we did with Rhapsody. I'm like, I mean, this is like one of like a million songs that came out. It wasn't a huge song at all. You know what I mean? I was so shocked that it got so.
Yeah, I would have never known that Rhapsody had something that was Grammy nominated.
Yeah, right alongside of like, I think Kanye was that year. It was
Damn.
impossible to win because, and then obviously, Not Like Us was the biggest song in the last 10 years that we've seen. So we knew it wouldn't win, but I mean, it's still just like you get to ride that wave and sort of be involved in the fun of it all.
And you were able to kind of like sneak in the shadows too because you're like everybody was looking at the major faces, and you were just in there like taking it all in, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, there's two different experiences that when you go to the Grammys, there's like the famous people version, that's what you see, and then there's the regular people like me that you don't see who are like being shuffled behind. They're like, hurry up, just go in there. Like they don't want us to be seen on camera or something, I guess. But
yeah, the whole
it's
Hollywood,
not quite as nice.
the whole Hollywood shtick.
Yeah, like 90% of the people that are there are like, you got to pay to go. Like it's not like me and my wife went.
It's
we
not
thought,
what you would think, knowing that you're
again,
at the Grammys.
delusions of grandeur. I'm thinking we're gonna be on the red carpet. We're gonna get to take a cool picture together. And we're gonna. Nah, it wasn't like that. Actually, they had like before you go in, if you're like a peasant person like us, like they had like this fake red carpet spot where you could take a picture, and there was like hundreds of people like in line trying to get that little like
So you didn't
catfish picture.
you didn't get that.
Nah, I'm a little I think my wife T would have been happy if we did get that picture,
Yeah.
but I just couldn't sit there and wait. You know what I mean? Like,
Speaking of wives, it's my wife. I don't think we were recording when I said that earlier. It's Dee's birthday. It's my wife's birthday today.
happy birthday.
Cinco de Mayo. Diablo Pequeña. But dude, I appreciate you coming out, man. It's always fun. I love it. One of my favorite parts of going over there and recording and working with him is the conversation that we have. We kind of had a conversation like this where I brought my little GoPro over to the studio and
Yeah, I remember that.
I recorded a little conversation between us, which I think probably nobody but myself has seen. But
It was practice.
yeah, it was. And honestly, we did a few with Arrington too. Shout out to Lita's Tacos. We did a couple of them with Arrington, and we were just trying to figure it out the same way. And then he got so busy with the move, and it wasn't going to work out to where both of us could get together and do a podcast every week.
Right.
So he knows he's welcome anytime, and we'll actually go out to Lita's and do an episode. We'll have to find the right week for that. But yeah, man, I'm lucky to have met you the way I did. I'm lucky that you were able to like take me in the way you did, and I know that you say that I helped you out a little bit in that whole thing.
Absolutely.
Like when it comes to the money part of it, but everything I get out of it is worth so much more than any of the money I'll ever give to you, man. I love it. I love our the way that we work together, and you didn't have to, you know what I mean? Like you were at that position where you could have been more of a prima donna, like a lot of people are naturally almost.
Well,
be like, well, no, I can't work with you no more.
Well, the real deal is when you started wanting to work with me, I was cutting down trees to make ends meet. You know what I mean? And so like when you did come and like you were willing to pay my fee to, do what I did, like you respected me and you were happy to make that exchange. Like that was really big for me at that time. Like that was helping me get putting money away for me to go launch off and do some of these other things. So like it's just the same thing that I know the way you would be with anybody is like if you were rocking with me at that point, then it's always going to be good.
Game on.
It's always good.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I look forward to hopefully many more songs with you.
Yeah.
And
you said till you're 70, so I mean that should be like 15 more years or something like that.
I ain't gonna stop. I mean, how long I live and how long I can talk, I'm gonna be doing it. I mean, I hope, and I want to hold myself to that. Seriously, I can picture it right now.
You look good though for your age, so we could probably do this for a while.
Yeah, man. And I still think that me and you could ball up a couple of youngsters still.
Hey, it's on camera now, so
yeah. Anybody else any other takers out there? Any young pups think you can take old dads up here? Speaking of dads, your boy he's probably like, all right, it's been like an hour, man.
I don't know. You gave him some caffeine, so he's probably
bouncing off the wall.
He might be ready. He might be ready to go.
Yeah, he's got that look on his face, don't he?
Yeah.
Well, dude, I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man.
We'll talk to you soon, man.
I respect all this. I respect what you're doing and building.
Man, it's just fun. It's highlighting local people. You won't highlight yourself, so I figured that if you would be willing to, that I'd be happy to. Mm-hmm. You deserve every little bit of light that you get. But yeah, man, this is another one in the book. So we had episode 1 with Andy Schneider with BHA. We learned a little bit about conservation, backcountry hunters and anglers. Episode 2 was Drew Simmons with Eli's Barbecue. So one of the original owners of Eli's came in. He's an animal. So we learned a lot about Drew.
Nice.
Episode 3 was my little sister Andrea, who's here tonight, and we did that with helmets on just because we're random like that. We got a little goofy in the blood.
That'll clip good, you know. That'll you
Yeah.
can go viral.
And then episode 4 was Erica Kraus with Midway Cafe out in Fort Thomas. I don't know if you've ever been out there, but they got great food. They're great people. Do a lot of fundraising for the community, especially out there in Fort Thomas.
Nice.
And then last week we did Larry Shelton, who running for Kenton County Sheriff. We've got the Republican primary coming up May 19th. He may want to hop on again. I think we skipped over a pretty important topic. If he wanted to, Larry, come on back, man. We'll talk about what you want to talk about. And then this week, the not so yet deservingly famous DJ Corbett.
I'm happy to be here with you, man. Let's do it again in a couple years. We got some more stuff to talk about.
Absolutely, man.
Maybe
Hopefully,
next year. We'll do it
hopefully
every
it's
year.
sooner than that. Yeah. I appreciate you coming out, dude.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. Till next time. Everybody else out there, thank you so much for tuning in for Lucky Kentucky Live. We are, I think we're over and out, ain't we? Let's do it. Thank you.